Inspire with Nendrix, the foundation.
Hey, embracing arms. This is Dr. Danielle Hairston with Your Best Life, another 5-minute quickie. Do you have time to talk to me today? If so, come on in this room because I want to share something with you. So we know that many of these states, I've been talking about this over the last couple 5-minute quickies, but we know that there's so many states that are like literally going 100% virtual. And we have students, college students and students K through 12 that is, while it might seem that they may be excited about being virtual at home with their parents, they're not that excited. There's something about going to school and leaving out of the home that gives them a little bit of reprieve for some of our young people, especially our college students. There's nothing that's exciting them about having to move away from their semi-independent living situation back into the home with their parents. Listening to their parents still try to talk to them like they still kids. Listen, parents, these young people are still college-age people. They're not finished their journey. It is not their fault that they have to come back home. It's not their fault that their universities are shut down. Let's try not to make it super difficult for them. You know, I know this is your house. It's your rules. We get all of that. But some of you parents is doing too much. And it's really showing why these young people don't want to be at home, because it's toxic. And then some of the young people don't want to address it because you're so toxic that it's like, what's the point? It's not going to resolve itself. And so if you truly want your child to be successful getting through this season, check yourself. Check yourself. Some of you are just way too controlling and it's crazy. I've been watching your posts. I've been following a lot of feeds from young people on their Twitter page, listening and reading and watching, because I'm just trying to process, like, how can I best support our parents during this time? How can I best support our young people as they're transitioning? And the best way for me to try to get a glimpse as to what's really going on, because I'm an empty nester, so I don't have, my young people at home. My daughter is attending a campus that's 100% online now, but she had already planned to live off campus, so she didn't have to return home. Fortunate enough for her, but and so I'm getting feedback from her too about the types of support that's needed. And so the best way for me to kind of learn that is just to kind of watch people's posts and watch what they're saying and what they're doing. And I'm noticing our parents are just doing too much. If you truly want this young person to be successful and finish up college, check yourself. Check your emotions, check your mental health, check yourself. Don't threaten to take these kids' tuition away. Don't threaten to put them out in the street. That's real controlling and that's ridiculous, especially during this season of COVID-19. I know in no way have all the answers to what's going on in your home. I have no clue what's going on in your home. I don't know the attitude and the energy that's coming from your child that's making you feel like you got to be super controlling and threatening and not supportive. Not quite sure. I don't know. So I'm not going to pretend like I know. But I do know a lot of these parents haven't really checked themselves and checked their own emotions and their own mental health and their own insecurities, because you can see it playing out in the conversations that they're having with their young people. We want our young people to be successful. It's not their fault that they have to come back to your toxic environment. We want them to be successful. And what can we do to do that? And families, if you know that there's a young person that just returned back to their homes and you already know that they just returned back to a toxic environment, K through 12 or college-aged young people, please rally around these young people to help them get through this. Please offer a little sense of reprieve. If you have a pool in the backyard, invite them over to swim every now and again, just so they can decompress and get away from that toxicity. But this is the time where we need to kind of connect as a village, because we already know those parents, and we already know those young people. The teachers know those young people. Your community know who these young people are and what type of toxic environment they're going back into. So parents, check yourself. Go in the mirror, take a good look, read a book, something. Get some help, go get some therapy, something. These kids are crying out and don't really want to be there, but they want to be successful. Help them. And the way you help them is to help yourself. So this is just a quick 5-minute quickie. I don't know, it's heavy on my heart. I might come back to you again to talk to you again about this as I'm seeing things, but go into your community and embrace someone, because they're waiting on you, and continue to live your best life.
My LaCasa boy, this is my residence. My prescription boy, this is my medicine. The world can be sickening, living in house resemblance. Not to mention the media's effort to keep us in the most simplistic state of mind. Lowest age bracket committing the highest rate of crime.